Hello everyone, I'm Riandita Yunisa from the Historical Studies class of 2020, and today I would like to invite you to explore one of the most significant celebrations in Portugal, Dia de Portugal or Camoes Day. Portugal Day is a day of immense importance for the Portuguese people. It's a time to celebrate their heritage, their language, and their contributions to the world. The holiday is named after one of Portugal's most celebrated figures, Luís de Camoes. According to most biographers, Luís de Camoes was born in Lisbon around 1524 or 1525. The 10th June was chosen because it marks the date of death of the poet Luís de Camoes, a writer who marked the history of Portugal and is one of the most important writers from Portugal. His work remains a symbol of Portuguese culture and identity. Os Lusíadas was written on his travels and published in Lisbon in early 1572 after he returned to Portugal. He saved it from being destroyed when he was shipwrecked, and he is regarded as a national hero. The Os Lusíadas poem is one of the most important works in Portuguese literature. It depicts the achievement of Portugal in the explorations of the world during the 16th century, when the country played an important role in the discovery of the New World. The poem by Camoes captures the essence of this golden age for the Portuguese, and it remains one of the best and most relevant works of Portuguese literature. Portugal Day began to be celebrated in 1880, decreed by King Louis I, who announced a national festival in honor of the 300th anniversary of the death of Luís de Camoes. Since then, this day has been celebrated every year, but it became a public holiday after the implantation of the Republic on October 5, 1910. After the Estado Novo, it began to have real importance when Antonio Oliveira Salazar decreed this day a bank holiday as Day of the Race, the Portuguese race, or the Portuguese. As the poet was an emblematic figure associated with Portugal's discoveries in the rest of the world, this date was used to celebrate belonging to the colonial territories and having the same race and language spread across the world. Since 1978, this day has adopted the name we know today, Day of Portugal, Camoes, and the Portuguese communities, as a tribute to all those who share the same language and the same origins in the four corners of the world. Since its creation, Portugal Day celebrated all over the country with a series of cultural activities and festivities. Many cities organize parades, concerts, date festivals, food and drink, and other events to celebrate this day that is so important for the country. After all, it is a moment of love for the nation and pride of Portugal. The celebration begins with the raising of the flag, a symbolic moment of national pride, followed by the singing of the Portuguese national anthem, A Portuguesa. After these two moments, there is an official ceremony led by the presidents of the Republic, which includes a tribute to the national heroes and the Portuguese personalities who stood out in the previous year. In addition, we can still watch military parades, aerial acrobatics, and boat parades. Every year, the festivities of Portugal Day in Portugal change cities, so that everyone has the opportunity to attend this great celebration. Portugal Day is also celebrated by the millions of Portuguese descendants spread around the world, as well as the approximately 5 million Portuguese immigrants living outside of Portugal. Some of the most famous international celebrations of Portugal Day are also being held in Toronto, Canada, London, United Kingdom, Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo in Brazil, and in New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania, USA. In conclusion, Portugal Day or Camoes Day is a beautiful reflection of the rich and diverse culture of Portugal. It is so interesting to me because of how Portuguese people appreciated literature not only as an art, but also as a medium to spread the news of their success in their explorations of the world. And with love for their heritage and culture, they enjoy a day that brings people together to celebrate their history, their language, and the indomitable spirit of the Portuguese people. Thank you for joining us in the celebration of Portugal Day. We hope you've enjoyed this glimpse into the heart and soul of this remarkable nation.